Hello! My name is Maxon Hathcock, and I live in Maine, which is somewhere around, about there. Right here. Now, they probably can't see that because it's going to look really little on that screen. We'll say. Okay. I live in the state of Maine, which is an awesome state full of rivers, mountains, and there are many, many great things of interest in Maine. There's Native Americans, there's towns, there's agriculture, and I don't know how to do a good transition into one of these subjects, so let's just start. Okay. Passamaquoddy Native Americans. We'll start with them. The Passamaquoddy Native American tribe in Maine. Many of them live on Passamaquoddy Bay or at Indian Township by the St. Croix River. The Passamaquoddy were some of the first tribes to meet the English when they came, and from England, obviously. And they own a business, that provides clothes for the military. And another interesting thing about Native Americans, they used to, the Abenaki tribe of Native Americans lived, the Abenaki tribe of Native Americans used to live right in the region that Yarmouth, Maine is in today.
Great. Now we've got to listen to this guy become an anthropologist. Thrillsville.
Yarmouth, Maine used to be part of 6 other settlements that were called North Yarmouth, or some people call it ancient North Yarmouth. But, and altogether they formed one big province. But over time, many of those towns branched off from North Yarmouth until finally in 1849, Yarmouth branched off. See, and Yarmouth, Maine is in Cumberland County, which also happens to be near Androscoggin County. And in Androscoggin County, there's a beautiful, beauteous, beautiracious river. That is the Androscoggin River. Another county of interest is Piscataquis County. This is because this is where the beautiful Baxter State Park is. It's named after Governor Percival Baxter. He was governor in the years 1921 through 1924, and he loved being outside in nature and such. So in 1930, he bought some land that was almost 60,000 acres. And in 1941, Baxter donated this land to the state of Maine, but he gave it to them under the conditions that it wouldn't get developed and that it would be allowed to remain wild. Over time, he bought more and more land and added more and more land, and he added that to his park as well. And to make sure that the park would survive against various obstacles over time, he actually left a $7 million trust. Yeah. He's a pretty awesome dude. And now another place that is a lot like this is, another place that's a lot like Baxter State Park is Acadia National Park. Acadia National Park is over 140 miles of trails, and a lot of people come to it every year. Because of all these people coming to Maine, it's pretty obvious that tourism is a pretty big industry for Maine. Maine actually has 17 ski areas to go skiing in. So tourism ends up being a big Maine industry that provides a lot of money for the economy. But this is not the only one of Maine's big industries. There is, for example, agriculture, like blueberries. Maine blueberries, grown mostly in Washington and Hancock County, supply most of the world's demand. They're actually native to Maine, so they're resistant to aborigine bugs. Pretty awesome. Also, Maine grows potatoes. In Aroostook County, kids get a school break for the what's it called? Yeah, kids get school off for the harvest. So, yeah, so potatoes are also very important agricultural industry in Maine. That isn't deep. Now there's more important Maine industries than that. There's forest, for one thing. Back in the merry old 1600s, English settlers had been the first ones to saw trees specifically on Monhegan Island. Later in 1634, a sawmill, the first one ever was built at South Berwick. Yet so forestry is another important one, but there's also commercial fishing. Maine fishing has always been an important Maine industry. Originally, it was Native Americans, then English settlers, and a bunch of other stuff. And in 2011, commercial fishing made $426,500,000. So one town that knows plenty about industries is Lemoyne, Maine. I chose to share this town because it is an obscure town in Hancock County that I figure not many people wouldn't know about. And in my opinion, it's always more fun to learn about things that you don't know anything about. Lemoyne is a small coastal town in Hancock. It's a small coastal town near Acadia National Park. It knows plenty about industries. Originally, Lemoyne used to be part of a much bigger town. It knows plenty about industries because it had a huge shipbuilding industry at one time, building many ships that hauled freight. And Lemoyne knows a lot about industries because it has its own unique industry history. It has a whole myriad of industries before. Like originally, it had a shipbuilding industry, then a fishing industry, and it went through a myriad of others. Let's see, what industries until today? Gravel works is the main industry. So basically, that's Maine for you. A brief overview. And honestly, it's a great state. The best parts about Maine is that a lot of it is just left to be wild, natural, and it's just what makes the air fresh, and it's just awesome.